What might that mean for overall U.S.-EU ties? Let's bring in Annamaria Lusardi. She's with the George Washington University School of Business and is overseeing a new national strategy for financial literacy in Italy. Annamaria, welcome. This is your first time to CGTN, so a warm welcome to you.
Thank you.
What do you make of the relationship between these two leaders who really see each other as friends and allies at a time the rest of Europe is looking at the Trump White House with some levels of anxiety and uncertainty?
Well, first of all, I have to say Italy and the U.S. have always had a very good and strong relationship. For our Premier Conte, this is a very important visit. He has been Premier since June 1st, so just 2 months into his leadership. So clearly, this is a very important visit. And there is, I think, a leadership role to play here, within Europe, in the relationship, also not just between Italy and the U.S., but Europe and the U.S., because this also happened after the visit of European Commissioner Juncker last week.
Mm-hmm. Clearly, though, there are agreements and areas these two leaders see eye to eye. They're both anti-establishment, they're both anti-immigrant. But what are the areas of disagreement that might come up?
Well, there are always areas of disagreements here. I do like that you have mentioned some of these areas, which I think might make the two leaders kind of come together closer. I really do hope that there will be continued policy about no tariffs, and so that there will be agreements there and continuation of that policy. Italy is also trying to kind of scale back a little bit in places like Iran and Afghanistan, and Iraq and Afghanistan. So
also busy in reconstructing Libya. Which is
absolutely. We really hope that there will be some interest for President Trump to actually join. There will be a meeting and an important conference about Libya. Certainly the situation in the Mediterranean is very difficult. And so, we really hope that there will be some interest for the U.S. to join in this important cause.
What about NATO defense spending, Annamaria? I mean, Italy's economy is not in a good shape, and Trump has repeatedly berated EU allies about not keeping their side of the bargain when it comes to defense spending. Do you expect, and perhaps to some extent putting you on the spot here, is he going to criticize Italy as much as he criticized other EU countries when it comes to NATO and defense spending? I mean, they seem to have a bromance here going on.
Right. It will be interesting to see what happens. I have to say, Italy was one of the countries most heavily hit by the recession. And also the country that is taking a long time to recover. So there is certainly some weakness there in terms of economics, and also this 2% contribution, I think, will probably be on the table and at stake, and I'm pretty sure that Premier Conte will probably try to play a diplomatic role here. So I don't know how much there will be discussed, but it has been an important discussion for President Trump.
I hope to say the least.
To say the least.
Annamaria, what about Russia? Conte has said that he actually agrees with Trump over Russia being readmitted to the G7. Right.
So this is probably the most difficult and sensitive topics. In the first meeting at the G7 in Canada, there was this statement, but then sort of held back and so on. Both countries, I think, have had a very good relationship with Russia, and we'll see how this will go. It was not in the official agenda, I would say, today, listed among the topics.
Reporters are going to ask that question.
I would imagine that there will be some discussion, not just among reporters, but also in the Oval Office. And so, we'll see what will come out today.
All right, we'll leave it there. Annamaria Lusardi, thank you so much.